At first I was frustrated. I didn't know what to do. I had no idea how the world works and I wanted to give up very early on. But I kept playing and now I can't stop playing Kenshi. It is something that is hard to describe actually. Like Kenshi has got some kind of addiction triggering that I want to tell you about today, because I believe that for people that played X4, that do have the resilience and the patience with X4, that Kenshi can be a really good game. While we're talking about it, I will just show you a few gameplay scenes right here from the streams. And let's start with something that is like maybe one of the most hindering factors for everyone that tries Kenshi. And that is the open sandbox. And by open sandbox, I don't mean like something like in X4 an open sandbox. No, I mean this is the world. There you are a tiny creature and nobody's going to tell you anything. There is no real story. You just gotta live and survive and prosper and find out whatever you want to do with your life. And that was such a massive blocker for me in my head, because I didn't know what to do at the start. But now I'm at a point where after 9-10 hours of playing a day, I still want to keep going because I have so many things to do. So you start as a nobody, no skills, no nothing, no money and whatsoever in Kenshi. Most of the times, of course, there are different starts. It's basically like in X4 when you start. It's just like this is your starting scenario, but you evolve from that, and after a few hours, it doesn't matter where you started actually. So you start there, you get like an idea of how to get your skills better, then you start making your skills better, then you get an idea of, oh, what skills do I actually would need later on, like, okay, I'm running a lot, my running skills goes up, but what else do I need? Ah yeah, fighting. How about fighting skills? Okay, well, let's fight some people. Oh, they are just so dangerous. Even like the easiest enemies are coming in groups and they are so dangerous at the start. So I gotta figure out a way how to level up my fighting skill. Oh, now I want to try the next best group that I can fight. But actually they are still dangerous. This is a little bit like in a Souls-like game. This is absolutely wild, as if you would be playing Elden Ring. But with a graphics, I have to tell you, with graphics, it's like we're talking about 2010 graphics or something, and a really old graphic and a really old engine that is running the game. It doesn't really matter after some time. You will hear a lot of times when you play Kenshi that the game is janky or whatever, but you will start learning how to operate the game, and you will also, like, if you got the patience, get over some hurdles and get deeper into the game, get a little bit of lore here and there. So there is lore in the universe, or on that map. That's one single map, but there are no quests. So you will learn about what's going on, but nobody will really tell you, hey, do that for me, I give you this reward. This is not going to happen. The thing that you want to do is like learn about the world and try to be part of it. And since there are no characters that have a voice or anything, you need to be very cautious, so that whenever you see some text above characters, that means that they're speaking, and then they have to tell you something, and that way you learn something about the world around you. There are different factions, there are different biomes, there are different enemies, there are different allies that you can get. There's a faction system with relations, so you can get allies, and you also have like eternal enemies and like enemies that you can get throughout playing the game. Then there are a lot of skills. There is base building in the game that I have just scratched the top of it right now. You can buy yourself properties in existing towns. You can build your own town, but then you need to provide security for that town and food and everything. So the levels of details, or the levels of gameplay you can evolve into are very vast, and that's like some of the point that makes Kenshi so interesting for us, especially for us X4 players, that you have so many things to learn, and everything you learn will add up to the experience and will give you more opportunities and more things to do. And you will just keep on grinding, and well, grinding is maybe the wrong word, but you will keep on getting better and getting more stuff, getting more influence in the world, and then maybe at some point you are trying to influence world events in the world, and maybe you are trying to influence the world to be more like you want it to be. You don't like slave traders? Guess what? Just eradicate the slave traders, eradicate the slave trading system, help the factions that are against slave trading, and you will be changing how the world looks like later on. And if you think that X4 is not giving you enough options in their sandbox, Kenshi will give you all of these options, which can be overwhelming, but at the same time, very rewarding. I just got to a point where I got a few followers. I'm starting to build a few things. I am gathering resources to get my stuff better. I am thinking about building a town, but I know that I'm not good enough to get a town. I know that I need more people to get a town running. Then I will need to have like guards. These guards will need to be trained. And then I will have to have workers, which will need to learn working first, because then they will need to provide the city with the stuff that they need. So you see, this is so much that you need to think about, but it's always dangerous. There's always a danger around the corner, and this makes it all like very nerve-wracking also, because every single group of people that runs around there could be dangerous to you, to your party, to your town, to whatsoever. And you need to figure out ways how to get money, how to get like a start, how to get food, how to get the right food, get good food, get some weapons, get better in fighting, get more people, train those people. And you see, this is an ongoing process, and like 10 days, 10 hours of playtime per day is not enough for you to play Kenshi. And if you're very interested in it, just join a stream. We're playing Kenshi every now and then. Now there is a start of my playthrough on YouTube here, which you can follow. At the moment we're at episode 4. I guess that will increase in the future. So thank you very much for listening to my little talk about Kenshi. Maybe I got you interested. This is not a tutorial. This is not whatsoever. This is just something to tell you about a game that you could be interested in. If you like these kind of videos, then tell me in the comments, and I do more about games that I think you would enjoy in the future, even if they are old games like Kenshi. So thank you very much. I'm Captain Collins, I'm out, and see you in the next one.